So maybe Corky, you good to go?
Sure, yeah.
All right, you get us started.
Yeah, everything's good. Hi, Bundee, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, very good, mate, very good. It's good to see you again. How much do you think that the game last week against Japan will have brought you on as a team, given the fact that you haven't been together for a long period of time? And in terms of a hit, how important was that? Ahead of the game against New Zealand this weekend.
Yeah, it was very important. It was a tough old game. The boys obviously done a fair bit of work during summer, and Faz and the coaching staff have worked a lot with us over a year and two to try and get the game across on how he wants to play the game, and last week was a good stepping stone. And
playing international rugby, everybody says is a fantastic privilege, and it's something that you've been fortunate enough to do on many occasions. Matches against New Zealand, are they, given your background, are they extra special? Is this a game that is kind of hard to take it as just another match?
Yeah, I try and approach it as just another match, but it is a special occasion. Playing against New Zealand, obviously, for the mere fact they're the number one team in the world, and they're the big boys in town, and they're the hard ones to play against. So looking forward. I think everyone's looking forward to the challenge that's put in front of us, and yeah.
Andy said last week that he wanted Ireland to become unpredictable in the way you played. We saw that with the likes of Andrew Conway, James Lowe, Ty Furlong, people like that popping up in slightly unusual places for them. Do you have to do a lot more of that this week to try and get past a pretty resolute New Zealand defence?
Look, I think we all want to play very expansive rugby and very entertaining rugby, but it just there's a lot of stuff that comes into play. There's a lot of circumstance that when you're in the game that you got to be able to do first, which is make sure you win the contact or the collision, make sure you'll be able to get nice quick ball for everyone else to play in, and everything else will fall into place. And obviously it's going to be a difficult task to try and do that again this week, obviously, because like I said, New Zealand are the number one team in the world, and they're number one because they are hard to break down, they are hard to beat. So yeah.
And just a final question from me. You're up against a starting team. Their back division has scored, I think it's 142 tries in all of the games they played. Come out this week.
Yeah, no pressure there. No, look, they've got world-class players throughout their whole squad. I think they're leaving out a huge amount of experience, as well as world quality players who are not playing or not named in the team this week. And I think that's the luxury New Zealand have. They've got a very, very big basket of high quality players, and you could pick any starting 15 to put out, and they'll put on the performance just the same way they do every single week.
Cheers, man. Have a great week.
Thank you.
Hi, Bundee. Obviously, great win last weekend, but has the intensity in training just gone up another notch now this week?
I think we always try and keep the intensity up in every single training. Obviously, like I said, it is another big week for us, and taking no credit away from Japan, they were just as a bigger task for us last week. As you all know, they're thoroughly improved as a team and as a country, and we definitely trained hard last week for them, and we definitely know what's in front of us this week, and we're definitely trying to put the intensity up in training hard for what's to come in the weekend.
You saw how the team set up when you faced the haka in Dublin in 2018. Has that come up in conversation this week, how you're going to face the haka on Saturday?
Not so much yet at the moment, but it's always a privilege to be able to be in front of the haka. It's a huge honour to be able to have the haka be done in front of you, and I certainly know the background of it and the meanings behind it, and it's a privilege to be able to stand there and get the haka done towards you and the country.
And just finally, your family back home in New Zealand, what's that like during leading up to such a big game?
I'm obviously excited. I've got a lot of families and friends. My wife and my kids are all in New Zealand, so they will definitely be up for the game and watching with a lot of interest. parents are both obviously supporting both teams and making sure that no one comes out with any injuries, but obviously they want me to go well and make sure that our team goes well as well. So family and friends back at home are all looking forward to the big match on the weekend.
Bundee, you had the pleasure of obviously playing against and beating New Zealand in 2018. I'm just wondering how much you remember and how much you take out of that day, and whether or not you've imparted, or whether James Lowe and Jameson Gibson Park have asked you whether you've talked about what that was like, and in fact they'll have the same at the weekend.
I think 2018 was obviously it was important that day. It was a good day for us, for Irish rugby. But I think New Zealand's a different kettle of fish at the moment. They're improving every single year. They're becoming better and better as they play every game. You're seeing what they've done in the Rugby Championship, as well as coming here on their November tour. I can't speak highly enough how good they've gone as a group and as a team. And look, it's just going to be a task for us that we're going to have to be able to go out there and perform.
And how crucial to have a capacity crowd, clearly, Bundee, but a vocal one, and one that you guys play the kind of rugby to get them involved and get them behind you early as well.
Yeah, exactly. The fans here have been incredible. Last week, I don't know if you've heard it, when Johnny scored his try, it wasn't a full stadium, but it certainly felt like a full stadium when they started uproaring when Johnny scored his try, and I had hair standing at the back of my head and ears were ringing at the time, and I was like, geez, this is absolutely loud, and it wasn't a full crowd then, so I could only imagine what this weekend could be like with a full stadium, a packed out stadium, and no, we're looking forward to a very good crowd behind us.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Hi Bundee, and just when you played against the All Blacks 3 years ago, I think it was your 11th or 12th cap, and now you're coming up to 33. How has your game improved after winning so many caps and in the last few years on going on Alliance Tour? How do you see your game as having come on?
I wouldn't know. I'm just trying to get improvements every single day, and I think for every rugby player you try and improve in different aspects of the game. Obviously it comes with experience. With the more you play, the more you know the game a bit more, but look, I'm still trying to improve and making sure that I do everything right that's been asked for me as a coach and do what's best for the team.
And before the game 3 years ago, were guys coming up to you, or were you imparting advice, and has it been the same this time? Is there guys coming to you, or are you more vocal around the place just because the fact you're facing New Zealand?
No, I think we have leaders in our group that are vocal. We have leaders that lead us by their actions, and the rest of us are just followers. We just follow what they ask us to do, and when you have a lot of chiefs, things don't go well, but I think we have a good group of chiefs, and a lot of us are good Indians, which we love to follow and go as a group, and yeah.
Take the last couple there, guys.
Hi Bundee, how are you going? Can I just ask, have you guys in camp discussed at all what's going on in the Ireland women's camp and in the media coverage there?
Nope, we haven't, Murray. We certainly are going to be supporting them this weekend and against USA this weekend against in the RDS. So I've coached the women's before, and I certainly am going to be watching with a lot of interest and wishing them all the best.
There's no awareness around the kind of comments from Maloney around her displeasure at what Anthony Elliot said. You haven't discussed that at all?
Nothing's been discussed, so I wouldn't be able to know how to answer that.
Cheers.
Hi Bundee, how are things? Can I just ask one day, if you don't mind?
Yeah, sorry, I just want to let Daniel in from TV New Zealand as well, if that's okay. So just nice quick.
Yeah. With the public, I just ask which of the New Zealand lads will be involved this weekend? Are you still particularly close with it? Was there much crack this week, or do you kind of just turn off your phone in a week like this?
Oh, look, I get along with a lot of them. I've played with a good handful of them, played against them as well. But I think we all know what's in hand. We just go out there and play the game as it should be played, and then have a good chat afterwards if we're allowed to. But yeah, we really haven't kept in contact or whatsoever at the moment.
Okay, Daniel, you want to come in with one there?
Bundee here.
Maloso.
New Zealand. Hope you're well. Hey, listen, has the All Black aura gone for a number of Irish players these days because of recent results?
Say that again, Us.
Just the All Black aura, has it gone for a number of Irish players these days because of recent results? Just because a few games that played.
Oh, I think the aura's still there, isn't it? I think the All Blacks, whenever the All Blacks name come up, it's, you know, you're in for a big one because they are the best team in the world, and I keep saying it, and it's no easy task to try and beat the All Blacks, you know what I mean, and it's a tough task for us as a group of players, and just knowing going into a game like that, it's just, you have to do everything right to be able to play well against the world best.
Yeah. And just one more question, if I may. I know you said you've got family back in New Zealand watching, but come on, island parents, you know what they're like. They must have given you some advice. What's the best advice your family's given you back in New Zealand?
You know how it is when it's island family, you know, just always say play to the ball, play with a humble heart, and, you know, just make sure you go hard and do your best you can for your team. Malola whaftaila also.
Okay, thanks guys. Sorry, we're out of time there now, so we will talk to you